It's hard not to laugh after that, isn't it? So
Oh, Lord.
anyway, let's do a kind of a roundup of the last 3 or 4 days on Oran and slash Omino and slash friends. I don't know what the title is anymore. It's huge.
It's slash. That's what we ought to call it.
Slash
Slash.
Friday night slash uh, was pretty good, very good. Mr. Mufareh came on. Um, we were mainly on there. A lot of talk about where we've been. What do we feel about now? Personally, the company, everything, and everybody was pretty stoked up. I mean, a lot of us have been here. Myself over 5 years now. Some people 4, 3, 2, 1. Some going on 6 years. And I'll tell you what, it's the best thing I ever did. Absolutely, without a doubt, best thing I ever did. Surrounding yourself. I've never been in a group. You know how you go on you're with family or maybe you're with friends, but there's not very many that really think or believe exactly like you do. And it makes it weird. You can chat with anybody, but when you're around a bunch of people that care about others and are positive, it makes a big difference. And that's what we talked about on Friday. And then Ash came in, and one of the cool things were he kind of broke down what it means to give an extension. And I'm going to break that down real quick. And I've done this a few times. An extension given by the company means this: the company's going to spend millions and millions and millions of dollars, and we're going to get O Connect for free. That's what it means. But why is it happening? Because there's issues that they want to get 100% correct before they move on. It has to get correct. One is we know for a fact they want to pay commissions and bonuses and they want it to be smooth as butter. And not only do they want that to happen, here's what they really want and what they need. They want it and need it to be seamless from here on out. You don't want just, okay, we can pay in April, for example. May comes along and we're having problems because of a merchant or whatever. It's always outside sources. We know that, until we become internally sufficient and we become a closed in terrarium, I call it, where everything, the ecosystem is completely under our control. Anyway, that's okay. But the thing is, where I think people, I hear people, oh man, I just wish we wouldn't get the extension. Please, are you kidding me? If we didn't get the extension, we wouldn't be able to chat on O Connect. Listen, whether they give us an extension or not extension doesn't speed up the process of where we're going next. It has nothing to do with that. The only difference is they say, now do you think everybody believes the same way as Ash? No. But what he wants is us to be able to do our Omino, Oran, lives, all the ones doing it in India. They have hundreds of videos and conferences and Roblin Live. Everybody's doing something. If they didn't give the extension when we're done at our pay period, we would be off the air until they get these items ready and ready to go. So it's a blessing. It's a gift, and we should be grateful that we're getting it. Listen, you can't make Onpassive happen faster. This has nothing to do with holding back. I don't understand why they don't. Of course, you don't understand why they don't, because you don't know what's going on. There's a lot more involved in something this big global that's not a light switch. And that's kind of what Ash went over. And I liked it. It was really, really, really good. Now, what really blew me away, as you know, anybody watching this or not watching or should be watching it, I don't care. Um, when myself, Chris, and Red went on to 360 a week ago, not last week, the week before, when the new O Connect came out, I was blown away. Chris was too. I know it because we thought, okay, this is a lot of technology. This is the debut for us. A lot of people are going to see it, yeah, because it's copied and we see it out online. Boy, we gave birth to a bouncing baby, beautiful O Connect, and I think that just made me feel unbelievable. But Friday, well, here's what I said, so everybody knows. We have ONet, we have O Mail, we have O Trim, and people say, well, we could do this with ONet, we could do this with O Trim. Listen to me. The standard that we saw, and it's only going to increase, the standard of Onpassive is O Connect. So O Mail, O Trim, ONet are going to be at that standard. They're not yet, and they know they're not. So you're going to see facelift, uplift, sculpturing, or whatever it takes to get to that level on every product. And funny enough, even that's never good enough for Mr. Mufareh. That is a plus for us. Listen, nobody here, almost everybody, can't market. That's why you're here. The company's going to build, the company's going to market, the company's going to get targeted traffic. But let me tell you something. There's nothing more powerful than just being freaking good or great and giving people what they deserve, giving them more than what they paid for. If you get people to go in O Connect right now, I'm saying this to everyone, you come in and do the 7-day free trial or whatever days it is, and you try it out yourself, and you're using a conferencing platform of some other name, I don't care who it is, not here to badmouth. There is no doubt in my mind when you compare the cost, the technology, the different things that you can do with O Connect, it is off the chart. And you will be using O Connect. No doubt in my mind. Zero doubt. There's no doubt. So that's beautiful. But what did he say Friday? He said, well, I want to tell you what the truth is. I was going to bring this on 360, but he dropped the gold nugget on Friday. And he said, he overheard us talking, maybe my big mouth, where the competition is going to be fighting for the second place, second, third, and fourth, because first place is taken by O Connect. You know what he said? No. They're building something that will come out in the summer or the spring. It's not called O Connect. That will be number one. Number two will be the O Connect that we're in now. That's only going to get better. So wrap your head around that. I didn't know that was coming, but when he decided he's not going to give a heads up to stuff anymore, I'm glad. I'm glad. I loved the day I got up that night at 12:01 or whatever it was, and there was a new O Connect. That was so cool. And the funny thing is, leading up to that, it got really quiet. We didn't hear a lot about from Ash. Nothing was going on. I remember chatting with Chris and Red, and we said, something big is about to happen. It's every time it's that way. Every time. I even said I was talking with OTech Pros. Keep your eyes open. Something's about to give. Oh, you know. No, I'm going by experience. When it gets quiet, you think, man, it's awful calm. Nothing's going to happen. That's when it happens. And I love the idea that he holds it. I love that he holds it. Listen, as much as we might want to believe everybody loves us, it's not true. In fact, we can hear about people online right now that just can't stand us. And someone pretend that they're out to help us, that they want to save us from the evil Onpassive empire. Okay? That's what they tell us. They want to protect us. Now, most of them don't have a name, or they have some kind of symbol. I guess they think they're Prince or something, But and another thing I want to add to this, and this is I say this a lot. I say a lot of stuff. There's Vivine Benny. She is a superstar, a diamond in the rough. No doubt about it. All of you are. But she came on, spoke at Papua New Guinea. My God, she's an amazing woman. And I had forgot she's from Papua New Guinea. that lives in Australia. Anyway, let me keep going. Everybody, not me. No, that's not true. I do it, but I'm going to give you an example. For the last 20 years I was online, people would say, hey, I got this business. I want you to look at it. Blah, blah. It got more so when they found out that we could drive traffic. Everybody wanted us to be in their business. The problem was, I don't care what business it was, if you can't bring anybody with you, it's disgusting. I can't stand a business that everybody doesn't have a potential to win. Now, if you don't win in Onpassive, then you did something wrong. You sabotage yourself. But here's what would happen all the years, at least the last 10 years. Something would come up and I would Google it. And the most popular Google would be the most negative. And I went, well, I'm not going to go by that. That's just somebody's opinion. Let me really look into it. And I would find out that most of the Google was not true. Now, people say, yeah, but Google's not going to lie. No, 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 no. Google is a search engine. You go on, you look up something, you search. They are not a truth engine. Sometimes the truth comes out, but that's not their, they don't have to do that. Whatever's more popular, they want you to be able to hear the good, the bad, and the ugly. The problem is, ugly is very popular. Negative is really popular. A car accident is popular. Devastation is popular. It sounds horrible, but when there's an accident on the side of the street, why is all the traffic both direction going so slow? It's not because the cars are always blocking the road. It's because people are slowing down to see devastation. Is it weird? Yeah. But you know, people do it. So people gravitate, a lot of people, that's why I love Onpassive, because most don't, gravitate towards negativity. And if negativity is popular, it will be ranked number one, number two, number three. It's just the way it is. So when they attack somebody, everybody sees it and go, oh, look at them. They're helping us out. They're not helping you out. They don't even know. Most of these people don't know squat. But just remember, it gives you the ideas of what's going on out there. It doesn't mean when you go in there, oh, Google said it must be the truth. That's not their job. They're there to give you information that you search for. Now, the new search engine for me is YouTube. And the same thing goes with YouTube. If something's negative or whatever, it ranks up there. It's one of the first ones to show up because it's popular. And people see it and go, oh man, this must be bad. Mr. Mufareh must be just the nastiest person that ever lived. Let's use common sense. If it is what some people say, a minority, he'd be wearing an orange jumpsuit a long time ago. The business is running, the business is thriving, and it's expanding. So let's think of that. Then people say, well, this part of the government went after this person, this person. They have hundreds of thousands of cases. Listen, if I put a complaint in about Bob's.com freaking furniture, whatever, and a couple more people do, and a couple more people do, guess what happens? They put a complaint in. And if when they put a complaint in, they have to spend money to try to find that you are the person they said you are. And they do it so long that now they can't afford to lose. They're not really here to protect us. I know the concept was protect people, but the point is, I'm 64 years old. I don't need to be protected of what I decide or don't decide. And the point is, anybody that's an Onpassive, truly in it, not disgruntled, not somebody that ran away, not somebody that jumped on a shiny object and realized, damn, the shiny object's gone, and I'm not an Onpassive either. That's sad. I wish that wouldn't have happened. I don't want anybody to not be in. But the point is, people that are in and look at it, they're pretty happy. They're not stupid. We're not paying any monthly. I'm not paying a monthly payment right now. I'm paying nothing. I paid one time. No, that's a lie. I paid twice. One of them they gave back. I paid $143 one time for 1 year of O Connect so far, and I haven't paid again. Oh, this evil freaking company. They're sucking money out of it. No, they're not. They're not sucking money out of anybody. And guess what? Even for the first 4 years, 4.5 years, when you could become a founder, in the message it said when you sign the NDA, you have 30 days to get your money back. They gave money back for the whole 4 or 5 years. If you don't want to be here, we'll give it back. You don't want this marriage, we will get a divorce. You don't have to be here. In fact, if you don't want to be here, I would rather you leave. That's reality. That's what really happened. So that's the company we're in. They are looking for the best. They want everyone to win. You heard Ash say it again. And listen, he doesn't have to say it. I don't need Ash to come on and tell me that he cares for people. He has proven that from day one. And if you don't know it, there's something wrong with you. This has nothing to do with Ash Mufareh and Onpassive. My opinion. It's my opinion. If you think, oh, he's doing an extension to get over, yeah, he wants to spend millions of dollars to get over on people that aren't paying anything anyway. Cuckoo. I mean, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So let's be happy. Things are going. Yes, I realize. Oh, I wish it happened quicker. I wish it. Truthfully, all said and done, when it moves and things are doing what they're supposed to do, you're going to be really happy that they didn't push it too fast. You're going to be really happy because the labor pains will be over. The baby is born. More and more babies are coming out. They're all beautiful, not coned head and ugly looking little kids. It'll be beautiful. It keeps happening. Your choices in life will expand. You're going to be able to take care of you, your wife, your husband, your family, and then as a big group, we're going to be taking care of the world. You know, we found out the other day in Papua New Guinea, they got 13,000 people in Papua New Guinea. Whew, that made me feel that was amazing. And thank you, everybody that went. If you get a chance, watch Friday Night Live or Friday Night Oron and the O Club. Go there, watch that, and watch the Papua New Guinea one. It was amazing. Ash came on both, and it was really good. Anyway, I love you all. I'm going to turn over to Chris. I just want to emphasize stuff again and again. I see new people here. There's always somebody new. Uh, but let's take care of each other. And don't worry. Don't go to try to never go out and try to change people that don't believe or feel the same way you do. It's a waste. It's a waste. You're going to waste your time. They don't want to be changed. They're happy being who they are, and that's okay. But don't let them pretend like they're out to help us or protect us. They could give a rat's behind about protecting us. If they wanted to protect me, give me your name. Stand up for what you believe, not Bernie Madoff or Hodgepodge McNodge. I want to help you. What's your real freaking name? Come on, they're cowards. They're cowards. Anyway, I'm going to turn it over to Chris, which today is sporting the Crocodile Dundee look. And yes, he has that face, but he can't help it. And here's Chris.
Good morning, everyone. Marty, I see one guy off like 4 times. I think he's on your channel now. Joe from Detroit, my buddy from Joe from Detroit. I think he's on yours right now. Get rid of that. He's got like 10 different emails, and he spent a lot of time making those emails just to get out here and tell us we're wrong. It's kind of funny. So, and I'm not gonna break into that. I already broke one off on everyone last time I was on here.
Chris, he's named Joe.
Yeah, he's Joe from Detroit. He's the numbskull. There's all kind of things.
I'll
Might
take
be
care
on
of
the
him.
other channel. So,
Well, if he's mine or yours, everybody else needs to check their own.
yeah. So,
all right, I'll go check.
Okay, let me start out by saying Red and Jane is coming on Monday. Monday Fun 811 because I forgot last time I was on here. Sorry, Red and Jane. And then Michael and Julie will not be coming on today because Julie has been pretty sick for the last 7-8 days. So reach out some prayers for Julie Wen. Also, Tim Johnson's eye is giving him some pain issues. Robin Noble, prayers. Pat, I know she had surgery and she's recovering. Prayers. Some of these I missed. Some of these I try to remember, guys. Bill Must, if you're listening, I haven't any response. I know John reaches out to him. Whatever it is, Bill, we're there for you. Reach out to me or John, and we're gonna get you a lot more prayers going. So you always make me nervous when you don't talk to me. Marty was talking about, we always talk about Ash hasn't talked about something. I agree. If he's not talking, that means something huge is coming our way. And I say our way literally because that's what it is. You guys ever sit like me being in this RV, which makes it 100 times worse? Where you ever been in one of those storms where you're just sitting there and it's kind of raining, a real nice gentle rain. Next thing you know, there's just a big, loud kaboom, lightning, thunder, whatever you want to call it. It literally shakes you to your core. It just wakes you up like, oh my gosh, what was that? That's the effect that Onpassive is going to have when he lets this thing rip. You are going to be shaken to your core like, oh, it's on. You won't be worried about a lot of things that you're worried about. And we all got worries. That's life. Life isn't really about a lot of worries, but to see him come on Friday, I thought, man, he was in a good mood. He's smiling. He just came back from a really, really cool meeting, big meeting. And it's amazing to see that. I didn't expect to be up till 4:00 in the morning because, when that guy gets talking, he forgets about time when he's talking to us. He really does. He was having fun. He was cracking jokes, putting it all in perspective. He was handing out a few, hey, you jumped ship, but let's bring you back. He was talking to the founders about, listen, the only thing that's really going to happen isn't passive. All those other things out there, you might make a buck or two, but they're not going to do what Onpassive is going to do for you. And I want you to sit back and look at what Onpassive has to offer. It's not sucking your money out of your wallet. It has everything. Listen, go back and check your old MLM companies. They didn't even have nothing compared to what we have. Big high-tech cities, buildings, big offices, humongous people that you don't even know about, and you will soon. Now that's working for us. Listen, when Ash Mufareh is when we text Ash Mufareh at 10, 11 o'clock at night, and he said he's out traveling, he's sitting with important people. He's rubbing elbows with important people for us. He's not out drinking margaritas. He's not on a boat heading for Dubai to sit on the beach. You hear me? Look at this is what it looks like when you're out in the sun and on the beach. Ash Mufareh is so white that you can see through him because he doesn't go out and lay in the sun. He's not having fun. Oh, he's having fun, believe it or not, but he's doing that for us. And that's a big thing. Or me, I've been fishing, traveling, walking through everything I could possibly walk through. And that guy's saying, hey, Chris, keep doing what you're doing. I got to keep doing what I'm doing. And each time, like I said, he goes quiet. For some reason, we call that ash phobia, whatever it is. What do we call it? Ash. Well, afraid of spiders. What is it? Aerobiac? I can't remember, but that's what people get. They get scared. Oh my God, where's he at? Where's he at? He's never gone anywhere. And you'll get some people that come on our lives, big talkers, no names, and tell us what they think. And like Marty said, you're not saving anybody. Ash Mufareh he's not draining us dry. I think we're draining him dry because he keeps giving us these extensions because it costs a lot of money to do that. And again, why do we like to remind you of that? Because it is the truth. All right. He's spending lots of money to keep us going so we can play. It's kind of like that shampoo conditioner. He rinse and repeat. That's what he's doing. He's constantly getting out there, telling us what's going on, what's happening. He relays some information to us. We can talk about it. We get it out there. And for him just to show up on the show, and the truth is, and Marty missed it, and I'm going to let Marty say about it. Why did Ash Mufareh decide to come on Ron O'Minnow Friday night? Because Marty texted him some very important information. Marty, do you want to share that? Do you remember what I'm talking about? What did you text him that sent Ash Mufareh like, wow, that's what we wanted to hear? Go ahead, tell him.
Normally, it was in Papua New Guinea. Every time we go to Papua New Guinea, their gigabyte that they have to purchase. Okay, it's not like here. They have to purchase gigabytes to be able to come online to O-Connect. The biggest issue overseas, Papua New Guinea, Africa, all of them, by the way, all of them, not us, them. The problem was they'd have to spend so much money. The one gentleman, Daniel from Papua New Guinea, told me the last time he was on, before we got the new version of O-Connect, he said it cost him 8 gigabytes. It's expensive, very expensive. And that's a lot of gigabytes to come on, to have the oomph to get into the webinar. Saturday night into Sunday, I wanted to know that answer because I know Ash wants to hear it. He said it would be improved. David went from, he paid for 6 gigabytes and he was on longer than Daniel. He only used 2. Daniel, who used 8 the last time, wasn't on near as long, horrible connection, was on, got better and better. He used less than 2 out of 8 that he had to buy before. He only used 2 gigabytes. So the connection overseas in different countries is better and better and better and better. That's a lot of cost to people. And I told Ask that. I said, Ask, they were using this much gigabyte. Hear what they're using now. Send me the link. He wanted to say hi to Papua New Guinea. He just got home, but he goes, "Oh, send me the link," because this is what he wants. Listen, what good is a platform where you have video conferencing platform if half the world is having issues of getting on? Now, listen, it's not going to make your equipment better. It's going to make the connection better. But what we're going to do in the future is, when people start making money, I would suggest you upgrade your equipment. And I also believe with people like Onpassive, a company like Onpassive and other companies, you're going to see, instead of 5,600,000 people on the internet, it's going to go up 1 billion more people. Why? Because technology is going to make that hand across the world stronger and bigger. And that is so cool. That was, listen, when we went on, when O-Connect came out a couple of weeks ago this week, the biggest deal was, Chris said it, let's bring people on, let's find out how is it working. And we did that live. So it was a gamble because you don't want to look bad, right? You don't want an ugly baby. And we had everybody asking, how are you doing in Africa? How are you doing this part of Africa? I'm on, no problem, everything. And I talked to the OTech pros last night, and they said that was the biggest deal. For me, it was the biggest deal too. Yeah, clarity's great and all that's great, but to be able to put a hand across the world and bring people into O-Connect where normally they couldn't, that was powerful, powerful, powerful. No doubt about it. Back to you, Chris.
All right, thank you, Marty. I know you get excited when you talked about that, so I'm like, can't believe you forgot about that, and that's okay because there's so much information that runs through our heads with what's going on with the company, what's going on with the founders. We try to, well, I do. I try taking it all in, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Which ugly is the negative people. The good is, we're here. I mean, it's just hard to put into words the excitement that's really out there. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, what are you so excited about? I'm excited because I really look at all what Onpassive has to offer. And it's a lot. I've never done an MLM before. I don't even know what they're about. But I have not visited the office in Orlando. No, I haven't, guys. I was just telling Marty, I don't want to bother Ash. Because if I called Ash and said, hey, come on, let's go meet at McDonald's, he'd meet me there. I don't want to do that. He's doing things that are important. Understand this. All right. I don't like to bother people. I do want to bother you individuals because I want to keep you up to grade. But Ash Mufareh, he's a busy guy. And I've met him. I've talked to him. For some reason, he loves to joke with me on these shows. And that's good enough for me. But don't worry. I got the rest of my life to sit. I have, like I said, I have some gifts for his children. And I could get it to him anytime, but I just don't want to bother Ash Mufareh. Have I driven by his office? Last time I was here, I did. And what did he say? Chris, go on and do a live. This is the honest to God truth. Go and do a live from my office. Go there. And I said, nah, man, I don't want to do that. And I didn't do it, but he offered. And that's just how he is, He wasn't even there. Chris, go into my office. Tell him who you are. Get in there. Turn on the computer and do a live. Nah. Next time. But a lot of questions are coming up with things I don't really know. Listen, you guys are looking at websites saying United States is. Listen, this is an American company. I want to put that out again straight because I got a lot of questions about that yesterday. This is an American company, USA made, but we're a global company. Ford Motor Company is a American company, but it's also a global company. We have a lot of companies that are American made global. Just because some of our offices are in different parts of the world doesn't take away that it's an American company. Am I proud of that? Yeah, I am proud of that. Is Ash Mufareh proud of that? He said it to himself. We're an American company. Don't let anyone fool you. We just went to real smart people around the world, and there's still more coming. He knows it's going to help Onpassive even more. Listen, Ash Mufareh isn't going looking on the street for a guy singing a guitar on YouTube saying, "Oh, I want you." He does want that person to be a affiliate, but man, the people that he's looking at are coming to him now. Ash Mufareh is being hunted by some of the smartest people in the world, and that's a plus to all of us. That is a plus for all of us. He's not stopping, even though you think what's going on. Look, there's days I don't really want to know what's going on. I don't want to know about the real bad. And I'm sure he goes through those days. But he's here doing this for us. And for him to pop on once in a while and tell us what's going on. That news he gave us on Ron and Minnow, I thought was pretty darn exciting. Go watch the recording. I think Marty's got the recording out about that. Go see what he's got to say. It's pretty good, man. And there's not much that I can say. My thing is I've already worked my whole life. I told myself when I retired, I don't want another job. I don't want to be a greeter at Walmart, even though I thought that was pretty. Let me tell you a little joke. My cousins went in. They were outside on the phone, and I walked into Walmart, and I was waiting for them. I didn't know they had a phone call out there. And I sat there by the carts, and as people walked in, I said, "Welcome to Walmart." And I gave them a cart. I actually had a lot of fun with it. So that's just the kind of person I am. The church that I go to down here, which is the Salty Church, they are talking about AI. The pastor talks about AI every single weekend now, which I love. Now, nobody knows, well, unless they got my Facebook, what I do. But I'm loving that even the pastor, he just finds it interesting. He asks the AI chatbot, whatever it is, questions, and he's amazed at how spot on these questions are. Even more information. AI is everywhere, guys. We can't look away from it. You're not going to get away from it. It's going to fix things all over the world. A lot of people think, "Oh, it's good." Listen, technology is always going to keep improving. There's still horses around, right? We still got horses. Maybe we don't ride them like we used to because we got cars. Airplanes all over the world flying every day. Every single day, technology gets bigger and better. And it really is to make our lives easier, whether you believe that or not. That's the truth. Go work 30-some years. Go do it. It's a long wait. 30 years is a long time. I remember the first day I hired in. I remember the last day I left. Then I thought about everything in between, and it was a long time. I got into Onpassive. I think I've been in here 3.5 years, maybe going on 4 years. I can't remember exactly. I don't think about it. But I know where this place is taking me. I know where Onpassive is taking all of us. And I looked for a pension for 32 years. That's what I did. And I got people complaining, I've been in this for 5 years. And you know what? Go get a job and work 30 years and then tell me about that. I said it. I'm going to say it again. Now, one of these naysayers came to my job and said, Chris, you're wasting your time. This is a pyramid. And that's what every job is. It is a pyramid. Someone up top's making a lot of money. Someone in the middle's passing out the money. And the guy in the bottom, he's working for the money. That's everything. Unique, first on the market, Ash Mufareh. Change it, make it better, help people out. I can't wait to put that on my resume, even though I'm never going to use one again. Imagine having on your resume right now, work for a global company, made huge sacrifices so we can help the world out, was beat up, called every name in the book, and we succeeded, and we're doing what we said we can do. I can't tell you how many people call me, Chris, about Obless. Ash Mufareh talked about Obless the other day. I was trying to get Papua New Guinea a little what's going to happen. Ash Mufareh come in, he backed me on Obless. I loved it. And I will say this, yeah, Vavina, Benny, she was texting me, Chris, I know she's from PNG. Chris, I'm just going to ask. I said, no, you get on there. Excellent speaker. I was proud to see her get on there. But I want to say this. We're going to do this once a month with Papua New Guinea. There were a lot of Papua New Guineans in the attendees. We want to see Papua New Guinea people. I don't care if you're shy or not. Next one we do, I want to see that panel, 90% of Papua New Guinea. Tell us what you think, what's going on. That is what we want. We had a lot of Americans all over the world. But one of our rules were we want to see Papua New Guinea people. We want to hear their voices, see the excitement, especially that bandwidth thing. That was pretty exciting to hear, but just keep doing what you're doing. All right. Let Ash do what he's got to do, and it's going to be an amazing company. Pray every day. I believe in prayer. Really, really pray for everything in this world, but I always say give Ash that extra strength, give his team that extra strength to keep going, because, man, they're going 18 hours a day. Remember, the background is still in beta testing. So they're working on that. Ash knows everything that you guys gave him feedback on. But that's part of it. No one, I mean, did Facebook beta test you? Nah. Any of those companies? No, they didn't. So keep doing what you're doing. Let Ash Mufareh doing what he's doing. 360 this week is going to be, I believe, on Thursday, because Red's got a funeral that he's got to go to. We're going to do 360 this week. Never know who's going to pop on there. But Ash did say that, each day there's something new. He's just got to get it and strong.
I know 3 special guests will be on. Marty,
yeah,
Chris, and Red. I'm just kidding.
That's it. So, but I'll try that. But if you're on here and you're just listening, like and share. If you got family members who have been struggling, which a lot of us do, and you want to gift them, you can get our 3 free products. You can get OConnect free trial out of it, 7 or 14 days now, but it's free. No credit card required. Get in there, test drive it. For any one of these people on here, they're pretty much 99% are all founders. There goes a QR code Marty put out, which got a bunch of people on a rotator. We're not doing this for ourselves. We're doing this to help individuals out. But we're all, if you think about it, we're doing this to help out anyone that wants to need help. And there's a lot of people. This world sucks right now. I'm sorry. Crazy wars, people losing jobs, places closing down. That's life. Ash Mufareh is trying to change all that. Actually, he did change it all. You just don't know it yet. When you see who he's rubbing elbows with, You are going to think different. Big Arma, I'm rambling. Back to you.
Oh, he's a rambling man. Anyway,
Sing.
and I'm not a singer, in case you didn't know it. Anyway, we're gonna go. Thank you very much. Hey, Monday with Red and Jane.
Yep.
That'll be on in about 25 minutes, right? Yeah. No, 20 minutes, 18 minutes. Anyway, we'll see you all. Thank you very much. I mean that. I'm proud to do this. I love talking to people, and I believe very 100% in my heart about Onpassive. I wouldn't be doing it. I wouldn't work this hard for a company the way, and especially for free.
Rinse and repeat.
Huh?
Rinse and repeat. That's what we do. We're conditioning our hair. We have to rinse and repeat every day. So we say a lot of the same things over and over, but
that's okay. That's what happens on Sunday, and eventually you get it. Anyway, I'll see you all. Thank you. Say goodbye.